As some of you may know, we are making a game for DanTDM, and I am in charge of the marketing side of things. This game is going through the different DanTDM eras, and we are passionate about this project. I am so passionate that I have tried to cover everything copyright-wise, from getting the license to MDK's Press Start, and recently asking the BBC to use DanTDM on tour assets. I've always tried to cover everything. DreoDev, one of the main developers of the DanTDM fan game, has remade some of the DanTDM minigames on his tour, such as Pugs of Doom, and Programmer Penguin remade the minecart game. This is where we hit a brick wall. Who owned the copyright? I knew the BBC owned the copyright of the DVD and the full rights to the tour, but I didn't know who owned the copyright to the games. Was it Dan and his team, or was it the BBC and their team? So I contacted the biggest TV broadcasting company. I wasn't expecting a reply, even though I clicked the needs a reply box in the tickets. I thought, knowing the BBC, they would not. I got an email back from the BBC, but not just the BBC. They had forwarded my email to one of DanTDM's managers, who was a producer of DanTDM on Tour, according to their email. All names have been blurred for privacy reasons, as I do not want anyone going after the team or trying to harass them to approve this game. Unfortunately, when the DanTDM team got back to us, they gave us bad news. We couldn't use any DanTDM on tour assets or anything that has been made for the tour. That was protected under copyright law. So I replied and I asked them, is there any way we could pay for a license to license the DanTDM on tour minigames? Unfortunately, we can't. However, we can make references to the DanTDM on Tour project. We just can't recreate them one-to-one scale. So I'm going to show you an example of what I mean by the DanTDM team wanting us to make references to the DanTDM on Tour rather than recreating the DanTDM on Tour games. There is a reference on the wall up here, and according to the DanTDM team, this is completely fine to use. What they don't want us doing is recreating the mini games for DanTDM on Tour one by one. This was part of DanTDM on Tour. If I let the pug fall, it'll say it didn't pop up with Evil Team wins. But if I win, oh god, let me win. Let me win! Oh my god, this is generally not the easiest, but you have to get top 3. If I let the evil team get top 3, knock me off again. Knock me off again. Evil team wins. These animations aren't allowed because those animations are complete recreations of DanTDM on Tour. They've been completely recreated from the tour, and the annoying part was I went through it frame by frame to see if it was exactly the same. So if we go to the minecart, for example, this was in the tour as well. This is the stuff that DanTDM does not want in. So I'm going to show you full gameplay before we unfortunately change it. It's simple, but it was in the tour. TNT will blow you up. Fences will slow you down. Obviously, the Minecraft stuff like the dirt and the minecarts, those would be all changed. Like this minecart here, since it's a Minecraft property, we will have to change it. The torches here, we will need to change. Down here, the Minecraft fence, that is something we need to change as well. The whole goal is to collect diamonds. And obviously, it gets faster the more you go on. And, don't blow up, don't blow up. But basically, this took inspiration from DanTDM on Tour. If you watched this tour or took part in Dan's tour, you would recognize this minigame, and I just did it. Yay! But basically, what Dan's team doesn't want is for us to recreate these two minigames. This is not bad news at all. The fact that DanTDM is aware of our game, as mentioned in the email, and this gives us a reason to make the games more original. We will no longer be recreating the DanTDM on Tour minigames, but we will be changing them enough to fall under fair use, so we can use them and publish them. This would be one section of the game, as this game goes through multiple stages and sections of every part of Dan's YouTube career. And please let the team cook. We will remix these games enough to be recognizable but not copyrightable. Thank you for DanTDM for noticing this game. I hope for it to come out in 2026 with your approval, of course. Thank you everybody so much for supporting this project, and thank you for the understanding of the DanTDM management team and the BBC for reaching out to us.